Today's Sunshine Note is titled BIBLE, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. Then David said to Abiathar the priest, the son of Abimelech, "Bring me the ephod." Abiathar brought it to him, and David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I pursue this raiding party? Will I overtake them?" 1 Samuel 30:7-8. Instructions are for sissies, low intelligence guys who don't know a Phillips from a flathead. This has been my belief for some time, but I can't say it has always served me well. I had just bought a cool new bookshelf that bolted to the wall. There were lots of brackets, screws, and bolts, but overall the design was fairly simple. I drilled a few holes, used some anchors, and voila! New cool shelf. I had positioned these shelves over a futon in my office that was even spaced and complemented the feng shui in the room quite nicely. Then I stacked dozens of my favorite books on the shelf. A few days later, my brother-in-law Josh was staying with us and slept on the futon under that shelf. The next morning, I wandered in to check my email and found him sleeping soundly underneath a large pile of books and the shelf that now had a big piece of drywall stuck on its back. A gaping hole marred the wall. Instantly, I knew what was wrong. Way too much weight and no anchors in the wall studs. If only I had read instructions. While flipping through 1 Samuel, I noticed a trend in almost all of the major decisions or battles that David made or fought. His first response was to inquire of the Lord, to ask for instructions, typically through a priest that traveled with him. Even when a raiding party kidnapped his wives and the families of the 600 men who were with him, before he just ran off to rescue them, he stopped and asked God, "Shall I pursue this raiding party?" Sometimes I wish that I had access to that kind of thing. I'd love to just ask a question of God and get direct answers as David did. But don't we have something better than that? We have the whole Bible written by God through men, which records details, stories, and wise instructions to deal with all our problems. But do we turn to the Bible? Do we stop and study and ask God, "What should I do?" Like the instruction book that I never used to pick up, I am sometimes guilty of not reading God's instruction book enough. That's how God is trying to speak to all of us. Don't try to put your life together without consulting it first. May God bless you today.